Hey there, you may have noticed that I have a new intro. I just actually finished that today and I'm not 100% happy with it, but it's something new. I was kind of tired of the old one, and the old one was one that I didn't really make myself. This one I made from scratch in Adobe After Effects, and I'm still learning Adobe After Effects. That's one of the many softwares I have to know as a multimedia designer, and I just now kind of have gotten to learn this. As if you're into technology, technology moves fast, and you can not really keep up with learning stuff because it moves faster than most people can keep up with. But that's just the story of my life. I feel I'm always behind on learning about technology, and I'm sure I'm not the only one. But anyway, so we have some Donya Fortress Team Deathmatch here. It's kind of funny because whenever I used to play this Close Quarters DLC, I usually play Domination on it. I didn't even know they actually have a Team Deathmatch on this map. Most of the time when I try to play Team Deathmatch, it's always the canals. It's the canals or the Damavan Peak, and that's about it. And so it usually takes me by surprise when all of a sudden it's something else but the canals and Damavan Peak, and it's like, wow, I didn't know this map has TDM, and so it's kind of cool. But there's not much difference between playing TDM or Domination on this map because the map is exactly the same. So it feels the same, besides that there's no flags, but there's no, like when you play TDM in the bigger battlefield maps, and they basically close off a huge portion of the map to make it more playable. That's not the case here because this map is small enough already. So it doesn't really feel any different. I'm really used to playing this map. And even though I have probably not played this map in, I would say 6-7 months or something like that, I played the heck out of this when this came out, and then I got tired of it, like so many other people. But it's still, this is a great DLC. Those are great maps. Love the design, and it's fun to sometimes go back to it again. So I don't know if you're following FPS Girls on Facebook. If you do, you already know that. If you don't, you may want to check it out because you always get the latest FPS news, news that are only related to FPS gaming, and not just for the Xbox, it's also for the PS3, PC, and Mac. Speaking of Mac, Bioshock Infinite is coming to the Mac. Yay! I'm a Mac gamer, I'm an Xbox gamer and a Mac gamer. I love my iMac. My iMac is probably more powerful than most people's PCs. It can play anything. It's extremely powerful. Right now I'm still playing Borderlands 2. I've just started on the DLCs and it's still as awesome as hell. And as long as I'm still playing Borderlands 2, I most likely won't play anything else because I have a life. I don't just game all day, every day, 24/7, but I game a lot. So, and that's maybe not such a good thing because I used to do have a lot of hobbies. I used to do a lot of painting and drawing, digital design, and made a ton of music. And I kind of don't do anything anymore. But I have to say that I don't feel so bad about this, besides the music maybe, because I do a lot more at my job now, creative-wise, design and illustration-wise, than I did before when I used to be a freelancer and I just did web design and it got a little stale. I do a lot more, and so I feel pretty good about that. I don't really paint anymore, but I still draw a lot and do a lot of digital designs, which is fun. But when you pay attention to the intro in this video, you have also noticed that there's a new piece of music, and that's music I wrote probably like 3-4 years ago. And I just thought it fit really well with the intro. Not think it's like the best music, there could be better. And so if I can, one day stop playing Borderlands and maybe write a better intro music just for this intro, I'll do so. I have something in mind. I just have to get to it and do it. But anyway, and yes, Bioshock Infinite DLC came out this week too. Speaking of Bioshock again, I have not yet looked into it. but I may because Bioshock was a great game. I don't think Bioshock to me is as interesting as Borderlands 2. It was amazing graphics, a lot of creative stuff in there. But to me, it's like not a game that I think I would play over again. With Borderlands 2, I can more see myself playing it over again with different character. But so this is something I'm not very like in a hurry to get this DLC, but it's only like 400 points on Microsoft, so that's not really such a big deal. So I may just check it out. But I'm just like I said, I do have a life, and I don't want to end up just like game my life away. So I kind of force myself not to just get every game. Trying to. That's also a reason why I just stick to FPS games because. I love FPS games, and it's very, very rare that I play something that's not first person anyway. I personally, speaking of FPS or first person, I don't know if I mentioned that before, but I personally don't even understand why anyone does want to play any third person games. I mean, that seems to be so yesterday. Pushing a little character around in front of you. I don't know. It's like, isn't it just so much more fun to kind of feel like you actually playing yourself? It's like it's your hands. It's when you see the gun that you have, it's like you really feel like you're inside the game yourself. If you have a third person that you push around, not only is it way less immersive, but also I feel like the cover system in all those third person games just sucks. It's like a lot of time you like want to take a cover, then this like character gets stuck on some type of cover piece that you're trying to hide behind, and then you can't get out and you get shot. And it just most of those third person games that I played, they're so wonky and frustrating. And even the better ones like Splinter Cell, which I think Splinter Cell would be so amazing if it was for first person. I mean, I think any shooter or any spy game would be amazing if it was. That's third person right now. They should do a first person because it's just it's. I mean, I could just imagine how amazing Splinter Cell would be, and there's so many other games that I just think, God, why do they do it in third person? The only reason I can think that people would prefer third person over first person is if they get dizzy. I know some people, they've had a lot of problems at the beginning playing anything first person. They got so extremely dizzy because everything is so, up close and personal, and it kind of moves too much for them. So they just can't do it. And there's people that probably have tried to play first person for many, many times and still can't do it. And some of the people just get used. I mean, basically what I notice when I'm on vacation for 2 weeks and I don't game at all, and I come back home and I play my first game, I'm like, whoa, I feel like I just had a few drinks, because it's really like your brain kind of adjusting to it and calibrating itself again. I'm basically just glad that I am able to play FPS, and even though I have a problem with my eyes where I can't see 3D, so I see everything in 2D, and so sometimes I have problems with things coming flying at me that I catch them in time. So that's why I have a harder time to play FPS. But I just do my best and try to make it work, because that's the way to go for me. So I hope you enjoyed this. Take care and have a good time. Bye bye.